Here we go. Check out the customers. Porsche 911SC. 80s 911SC has that 80s BBS wheels, the old honeycomb wheels, which were really popular in the old days. Made by OZ Racing, kind of cool. Here we have the Porsche motor, ready to go in, all nice and pretty. 3.0 911SC, fully rebuilt, tested. Got a cracked catalytic converter, so this is no good. It's leaking really bad, but the customer doesn't want to change right now, so I guess he may be going to a bypass down the road. Well, let's go ahead and take a chassis look before we put it in. Well, there's the engine sound pad. It's all dry rotted. That happens when it gets really hot and from age. So that needs to be replaced. CV axles, as you can see, all coming apart, tie strapped on, all dried up. Axles are gone. Customer does have some brand new hoses, main lines here. Here, these are brand new. S-hose brand new, so that's good. Except you come over here, you see all this oil leaking right here. Oil thermostat's leaking. This is aluminum with a metal pipe. A lot of times, the aluminum threads on the oil thermostat will start stripping. So we got to put some heat, see if we can get this thing off, and either replace the thermostat or see what's going on. A lot of times it takes heat though to get that little bugger off. But checking the main pipes all the way down, got a little kink right here. Somebody probably, age used a jack. There's enough. We're going to check it and see if the oil line is still flowing oil to and from the oil cooler and back. When it gets smashed too much, it blocks it, and then it pushes oil back and blows seals out of the main seal usually. That little bump here, now that's not so bad. This one here, you got kink, probably on a floor jack. See a little bit of bump there, that's not bad, but that one right there is pretty squish. So that's a problem right there. And of course, you can see all the leaking oil and stuff from the thermostat. Come over here, we can take a look. That's the oil cooler those lines go to, which is fine. A lot of people like to go to this to a Carrera cooler. Usually when we're done with the motor, turbo cooling tin and all that, if the motor's done right, I actually don't see a need for the external oil cooler upgrade on the cooler itself up front. The trombone works good. Real simple, no leaks, no issues. Come through here, Chardon's blown out. Lots of little booger spiders, but rack, boots, and all that looks good. Sway bar bushings front are good, sway bar's good. These tires aren't so bad compared to the rear. Come back over here, the rear tires, they're cracking, they're old. This one here has a nail in it. This one here you definitely see the cracking, so the cracking right here. These are over 10 years old. Most dealerships are over 5 years old. They don't like using the tires. The old years were 10 years. These are way past that. Maybe about 15 years old. This car also has a problem that the fuel distributor will come over here again. His fuel injectors and fuel distributor were clogged. These things are very expensive. Luckily, we can do rebuilding or we have good used ones. So this has been replaced. So we had a fuel contamination with this car. We checked the gas tank and the fuel system. It's all contaminated. So the fuel pump and gas tank, that's an issue. Let's go and lower this car. Take another gander at it. A little more. There's another look at it. Of course, the deck lid shocks are blown out, which makes our job fun. Of course, we have a little hood strut we put in here. We're going to get the guy to go and open the front hood if we can take a look at the battery and stuff. That's good, Vince. Thank you. Get a better look right here. Sound pad's all hanging. Everything else not too bad. You got motor mounts are collapsed. This happens. They're already starting to come apart right here. Definitely a lot easier to change right now while the motor's out. This car has factory air, which is very, very popular right now. This is a huge plus. for the new customers. We like to keep the passenger and ourselves nice and cool. Car does need some work inside. A little bit of restoration here, but it's all there. Interior is actually pretty affordable to restore. We'll take a look over here. There's a battery. They did a test on it. She's kind of old. She's not holding fully. With a new motor, you always have to be cranking and cranking, dumping raw fuel. Then we got the old hood strut tool. Keep the hood up. Definitely suggest you replace both front hood shocks too. Overall, a little dirty, a little dusty, but in general, pretty good car. Brakes are worn too. The rotors are, and the pads. Calipers look to be holding pretty good. So does the master cylinder. Some more cracking on the tires, you can see. We have some new tires for them. We even have takeoff tires. We get a lot of guys. 15 guys want to go to 16. 16-inch guys want to go to 17s or 18s, and those guys want to go to 19s. So 5 times, if you check with us, sometimes we even have some good tires and rims. Pads are worn. Rotors are worn. Get close up. CV coming apart. So, but in general, pretty good. Heater system, a little rusty, but in general good. These are all rotted out. This is normal. They get tired. The shift coupler, that's what's inside this tube. People want to know what that is in there. That's the coupler right there if you can get a good close look. That's what connects the transmission to the shifter pole. That's all worn out. And he's going to be reaching and trying to find gears doing that. Rear sway bar bushings are worn. They're already off. So right now, labor to pump them on is free. He has been bottoming out these. You can see them smashed there. And flattened on the bottom there. That's common. But shocks are all good. Struts are all good. General, the car is pretty nice. When you're done with the motor, that helps out financially, trust me. Yeah. A little bit of cracking. Tires cheapest part of the job, though. That's it. Next photo we'll get, motor's in the car. Thanks.